Hello, and welcome back to another week's edition of the 2003 version of the Twilight Zone. And this week we are watching The Placebo Effect, and it stars Sydney Tamila Poitier, who is the daughter of Sidney Poitier, the extremely talented actor. I don't think I've seen her in very many other things, but that could just be me. She does have a career, so it's probably just me. And of course it stars Jeffrey Combs, who is a staple in the horror community with stuff like Reanimator and Frighteners and things beyond. He's awesome. I love him in pretty much everything he does. And he comes in with this intergalactic malady, as it were, and he cuts his finger, which is clearly not his finger. It has a different color, the plastic finger that he cuts. Makes sense, but still. But the bumps that he has on his chest, those are lovely. Well done. I'm sure if this was done today, they would probably do them CGI and it wouldn't look nearly as good. This was really well done. He does have a fantastic and very creepy smile when he says that her optimism is contagious. That is not a reassuring smile at all. The CDC gets called in as he starts spreading this disease, and their suits are clearly the budget version of what a show like this could do. If you had a disease with what is essentially an unknown vector of contamination, you wouldn't come in with face not covered and just a small mask over your mouth and nose. Standard is that you will have a suit that is inflated from within. So if there is a cut, it doesn't get into the suit. It gets pushed out by the air being blown out, and then you run off and get yourself secured. But they're just kind of walking around. There's like flapping in the back of people's necks and stuff like that. And it's not secure. That's not how that would look. When he gets injected, there are no lumps on his arm. I'm guessing they've got tired of making more lumps on people's arms. And then he gets cured by this placebo. And then the world freezes over, which is great. That matte painting is fantastic. And I think they put a green screen in a cold storage locker. The wall on the hospital looks a bit weird. The breath coming out of their faces is, I very much doubt that's CGI. But you just get to turn towards the landscape. And I think that's a green screen. Well, I mean, it's a green screen effect. I'm just thinking maybe it's a green screen effect that they put up in cold storage. It looks cool anyway. It reminds me of, well, the matte reminded me a bunch of the end scene of the movie with the spiders that take over a whole town, which ends in them coming outside, and then there's just a pan out, and then there's just a matte painting of all the houses being covered in spider webs, and it's great. And of course the idea of him just manifesting stuff is very Twilight Zone-y. It's very Toys of Caliban, but in a very bad way. Next week, we are talking cold fusion instead, and I look forward to seeing you then. Take care now. Bye.